Ever since Tribute Games' Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge first released back in 2022, I've been telling everyone willing to listen that it's the best beat-em-up of all time. Streets of Rage 4 and River City Girls fans might not like to hear this, but it's the truth. Shredder's Revenge's incredible presentation, razor-sharp combat, and near-endless replayability put it a cut above the rest. Even if my TMNT bias contributes a little to this relentless admiration, it really is that good. But Shredder setting the bar so high means that every beat-em-up I've played since, including Rita's Rewind and the Karate Kid Street Rumble, had a tough time feeling anything but undercooked. Just as I started to grow doubtful that we'd ever see anything close to this level again, Tribute Games announced its grand comeback to the genre with Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Being the unashamed IP lover I am, Cosmic Invasion sold me as soon as Spider-Man and Captain America popped up on screen, but it was Tribute Games and Dotemu's involvement that really got me excited. I was right to feel that way, since going hands-on with Cosmic Invasion was enough to convince me it has the sauce to stand next to and perhaps even surpass my beloved Shredder's Revenge.
Cosmic Invasion's presentation is next level, even for a Dotemu beat-em-up.
I played 2 levels from the latest build of Cosmic Invasion, which featured full voice acting for the first time, alongside Rocket Raccoon and She-Hulk, finally being available as playable characters. I wasn't sure if Cosmic Invasion would even feature spoken dialogue, since it didn't appear in other demos and trailers, but there's some serious returning talent that makes me very glad to be proven wrong. A special shout-out goes to Josh Keaton as Spider-Man, since he's the best to ever do it. This star-studded cast isn't just here for battle grunts and the occasional voice line either, as the levels I played had more narrative in dialogue to them than I expected. Hearing Captain America, Spidey, and Nova chat over what's happening in each level and interact with each other was a nice surprise, and the first sign that Tribute Games is aiming to go beyond Shredder's Revenge. What isn't a surprise is Marvel Cosmic Invasion being a total dream when it comes to presentation. The hero designs are very Marvel vs. Capcom at first glance, but with even more character and detail, showcasing how much love the team has for each legend. The highlight of the entire package, however, is Lopes' bopping retro soundtrack.
A truly unique roster that's set to change the genre.
Considering Tribute Games' lineage, it'd be easy to assume that Cosmic Invasion plays just like Shredder's Revenge, albeit with a Marvel coat of paint. That's what I thought going in, but that isn't quite the case. While the two share some DNA, I was shocked by how different they ended up feeling thanks to a few key changes. The most notable difference is the ability to take 2 heroes into a stage and swap between them at will, known as Cosmic Swap. On a basic level, this adds a ton of variety since you have 2 movesets at your disposal, but once you've gotten used to it and start making the most of each combat encounter, tagging lets you do some wild screen-clearing combos. Cosmic Invasion has some of the most overpowered feeling characters in a beat-em-up I've played, which fits Marvel very well. As great as the Cosmic Swap mechanic is, though, the real star of the show is how different each and every hero feels. While they all have similar controls, each hero has completely different heavy attacks, specials, ultimates, dash strikes, and more that set them apart from one another in a way I've simply never seen in a beat-em-up. For example, Spider-Man has web-slinging as a movement option and can shoot web balls at enemies, while Raccoon Rocket is speedy with grenades and mines that can be placed all over the stage. Captain America can't dodge like everyone else, but he can block almost anything and throw his shield around like it's nothing. Then there's She-Hulk, whose special is a command grab that can even be turned into a suplex in the air. I could go on and on listing how each character is different from the next, but it's a far cry from just having slightly changed stats or 1 or 2 distinct moves. As a longtime beat-em-up fan, the varied roster I saw in the demo blew my mind, and I can't begin to imagine what it's going to be like with all 15 launch characters to play as. Even though my time with Marvel Cosmic Invasion was shorter than I would have liked, I came away from it desperate to play more. What I originally was sure would just be another excellent beat-em-up with some awesome theming from Tribute and Dotemu is shaping up to take the genre to another level, and maybe even one-up Shredder's Revenge as the best in class. Maybe.